and a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Craig Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. We've already seen some great plays from this year's rookie class, and there will surely be more to follow as we move through the month of November. Now let's look at the rookies leading the charge with their play in the Rookie of the Year race. You look at MP. What a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
Yeah, nobody has made a bigger splash than he has in this early part of the season. He's already living up to his potential.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got MP. Ball is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Ball in at the point guard position. And for San Antonio, Stephen Curry's out there with Booker, and it's Marc Gasol. Then it's Johnson, and it's Barry in at the 3 spot.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there, going for the tip-in. And truly, RJ, some luck for the Spurs in recent drafts.
Yeah, they've jumped into the top 4 in 3 straight lotteries. And with 2 straight Rookie of the Years, they've done a good job with those picks.
Curry, that's good.
Such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches his hands, it's gone.
MP finds Wembanyama. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Down low, and a fast break now for the Spurs. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
And he knocks down the first one. Only a small part of the season behind us, RJ, but an exciting time for teams that are exceeding expectations, surprising everyone.
And those teams are going to want to harness that underdog energy. The hardest part isn't getting off to a good start, it's sustaining.
Now here's Booker. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Shots good from Barry.
And for a scorer of Barry's talent, converting inside the paint can seem effortless.
Back to Ball. Puts up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And the basket by Curry.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Attacking with reckless abandon. MP going all out on that drive.
Here's Barry. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Johnson finds Booker. And another basket for San Antonio.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And the basket by Tatum.
With his touch, Tatum's a threat from anywhere.
Curry looking around. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Pass to MP. Nashville passing it around. A 3 ball. And again, it's Nashville from deep.
MP looking solid from there.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Spurs. They trail by 1. Here's Barry. Now Booker fires for 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Booker's got 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
San Antonio's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Good work there as it goes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Wembanyama passes to Tatum. A 3-pointer off the mark. Spurs leading by 4. Here's Barry. And the rejection by Wembanyama. For Nashville, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Wembanyama. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. Here's Barrett, guarded by Tatum. Booker looking around. And there's Marc Gasol on the assist by Booker. Gasol's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And, you know, we may see Gasol all over the court, but he's still best inside. Has an array of post moves plus a beautiful touch.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Platoon swap here for Nashville. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. If you look at the Knicks, they're playing really well, moving up now to the top spot in our rankings.
I think for Nashville, they came out of the gate swinging this season, fighting their way up the rankings. You just hope they can sustain this pace as the season wears on.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Bing. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Smith's missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Ingram. 11 points last game. Thompson outside. Lets it go from deep. Curry Johnson grabs the miss. Spurs leading by 5. Curry from deep three-point land. It's Drummond with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Now Johnson. After the missed 3 from Klay Thompson.
Just an unselfish play from Curry, always ready to move the ball and his body to help an open shooter.
The Spurs have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
27 seconds left in the first. Thompson outside. Ingram kicks to Thompson. There's the triple. Again, the miss by Thompson. Johnson, the pass to Tomjanovich. To the left wing. Lets it go with the 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. Back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Andre Drummond is out there with Bosch. Then it's Conley, then it's Ball, and it's Thompson in at the 3. Here's Bing. Scoreless thus far. And Gasol gets it to go.
And if there's one thing Dave Bing excels at, it's finding the open man. His passes are precise, whether he's on the move or standing still.
Now here is Conley. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And out of bounds is San Antonio gains possession. Booker, he's checked in for Armstrong. And a big group substitution here for Nashville. Wallace is checked in for Drummond. Wembanyama comes in for Bosch. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Thompson. And MP subbed in for Mike Conley. Bing lays it up off the glass. Bing's got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys. Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here's Bing. Pass to Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Now, here's MP. His last outing, 16 points for him.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Booker outside. Pass to Bing. Off with the layup. Nashville trails by 5. MP finds Tatum. And here is Ball. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Ball's got 6 here in this quarter.
So often, LaMelo is the setup man. There, he's on the finishing end.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Spurs making a change here. Barry's checked in. Chris Bosh is checked in for Nashville. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Inside, it's tipped. Stolen by Bosh. Tatum, that's for 2. For the 3. And again, it's Nashville from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And San Antonio shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. Now here's Booker. He has 5. Bing can't hit.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And Benyama outside. Outside, Ball. Pass to MP. Off target from outside. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Barry. And the rejection by MP. And here's Nashville. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Wembanyama. Bosh passes to Wembanyama. Outside Tatum. From deep. A rebound by the Spurs. Come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, I just didn't see any fire from them to want to get it back. That's just one of those games you throw away in the trash and try and forget about it.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And it doesn't seem like the analytics folks are often fans of the mid-range jumper. But, Richard, where do you stand on that?
Well, I think great players have to use the mid-range jumper because most teams are protecting the paint and the three-point line. So for the best players, the shot creators, the guys that need to score buckets, they've got to have an in-between game.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Substitution here for Nashville. Drummond's checked in for Bosh. Wallace comes in for Wembanyama. Ingram, he's checked in for Tatum. And it's Klay Thompson in for MP. Now here's Booker. 5 points in the game. Here's Barry. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Nashville leading by 3. Right side, Ball. To Thompson. Back to Ball. There's the 3. And it's Smith with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Curry! What else is new?
Boy, that's unfair. Curry hitting those pull-ups.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. He's checked in for Nashville. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games.
When you look at their recent defensive numbers, they've been among the best in the league. I like the energy that they're playing with.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Here's Curry with the 3. And the rebound goes to Nashville. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Now here's Murray. Hasn't made one yet. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Thompson against Booker. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Here's Barry. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Thompson for the triple. He nails the buzzer beater.
Oh, that's a shot in the arm going in the half. That's how you want to finish.
MP has been leading the charge for Nashville. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime.
And for that game against the Pelicans, coin toss. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction. This game goes to the last shot.
Jetstradamus. We're going to have to keep a tally of the predictions by you two. And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Spurs.
Their trouble is
And that's all for us.
Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Nashville leading by 6. They've got Curry. Barry is out there with Johnson. Then there's Gasol. And it's Booker in at the 2. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Barry. And the 3 ball is good. Barry's got the first points of the second half here for the Spurs.
And if there's one guy you know won't hesitate to pull the trigger, it's Barry. Before that pass even got there, you can tell his mind was made up. He was going to take that shot. That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8. Over ball. And with that, the Nashville lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Stephen Curry.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
MP kicks the ball. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. The shot missing. Here's Barry. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Barry's got 10 points in the game. The drive-by ball. Rejected by Gasol.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Barry. It's good. This game is all even. Barry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first 4.
Deep 2 from Ball. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
And there's never been a question about LaMelo's handles. There's a lot he can do with the ball in his hands.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. For the lead. Rebound by Wallace.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Nashville passing it around. Takes the 13-footer, and it's denied. Booker against MP. It's Gasol missing. Nashville has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Wembanyama, no good.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And here's MP for 3. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Gasol on the high post. Wembanyama on him. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That is his first foul of the game. And Nashville making a change here. Conley's checked in. Here's Bing. Here's Gasol. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Tatum, and it's ball at the elbow. Back to Tatum. MP kicks to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with all that LaMelo does on the floor, Ball is one of the most difficult guys to guard in the league.
A different look for Nashville. Andre Drummond comes in for Victor Wembanyama. And Bosch is subbed in for MP.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Pass to Bing. Kicks it out to Johnson. Curry, wide open. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Ball, and he lays it straight in. Ball's got 6 points in the quarter.
Brushing that right off. Tough to redirect Ball on that drive.
Here's Barrett. 1:33 left here in the 3rd quarter. Off target from 3-point range. For Nashville, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Right wing, Ball with a wide open look. Sinks the triple. Ball's got 18 points.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Johnson outside. Curry on the wing. Over by Conley. Curry with the bucket.
And this has become expected from Curry. Everyone knows how dangerous he is at getting to his spots and capitalizing.
Curry against Conley. Outside Tatum. Here's Barrett. He's got 12. Over Tatum. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I go back to him in that area on the floor.
Tatum on the wing. Curry with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And there it is for him.
Now, what hard work from Tatum inside. Doing what it takes to find his shot.
Here's Curry. And that one released in time, but no good. Tie game in San Antonio. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. The perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Bosch is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's LaMelo Ball. That's Conley, and it's Thompson in at the small forward.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
Here's Bing. The shot from the low post is good. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Outside Ball. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Thompson from downtown. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night. And so Booker will bring it up for San Antonio. And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Here for Nashville. Wallace is checked in for Drummond. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Chris Bosh. Tatum, he's checked in for Ball. And MP, he's subbed in for Mike Conley. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
MP works to refine his shooting mechanics every day, and it shows up in his game.
Pass to Tom Janovich. Here's Bing. Booker outside. They set the pick. Here's Schmitz. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
The defense expects Booker to find his own shot, but he gives it away off that pick and roll.
To the wing right side. Here's Wembanyama for 3.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Barry the pass to Booker. Devin Booker soaring in.
That's just too easy for D-Book. You can't give him an opening like that.
On the wing, Thompson. Outside Tatum. For 3. Thompson misses.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add. Really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. A different look for Nashville. Bosh is checked in for Wallace. Brandon Ingram comes in for Jason Tatum. And Ball subbed in for Thompson. Now Ball. Outside Ingram. Here is Wembanyama. And he does not hit.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Nashville. It's a 1-point game. Now Ball fires the 3. Outside, Wembanyama. Wembanyama! Big man with big range.
That is where you want to see Wemby, making big plays in big moments.
Curry outside for 3. Knocks down the 3.
How many times have we seen this? His team needs a bucket, and Steph does what Steph does.
Outside, Wembanyama. Ingram. Outside ball. Shoots the three. The three goes down.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Johnson with it, working on Bosch. And he makes that one count.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll. That's what they needed from him. Unaffected by the pressure.
For Nashville, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Now MP from outside. Outside, Wembanyama. Ingram outside. Here is MP. MP showing the range.
Some younger players couldn't handle this type of pressure, but MP is different, showing it is absolutely no problem.
Got it to go off the glass.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Now Wembanyama. Now Ball. Now Ingram puts up the three. Down he goes for three.
A score in any situation. The high stakes just motivate Ingram.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
And a big group substitution here for Nashville. Drummond's checked in for Bob. Wallace comes in for Victor Wembanyama. Jason Tatum is checked in for Brandon Ingram. Lance Thompson in for Bolt. And stolen by Drummond. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Spurs foul. Mark Gasol.
And that's an intentional foul.
First team foul. San Antonio foul. Devin Booker, first personal foul.
And he cannot hit the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
And I like how MP carries himself. It's a big reason why his teammates enjoy playing with him.
Here's San Antonio now.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
It's Curry. Once again, Curry, this man has made a living out of big shots like this one.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Yeah, just a golden opportunity that's lost right there. Now, we still got a game.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick two and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Johnson outside. Booker.
Erased him right at the rim. The young guy, MP, energetically going for that block.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Curry. The long shot, no good. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
First personal foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. So he comes up empty, missing both.
And it's all about the three right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must.
So Nashville wins it. This win sets a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation.
I got a ball of flows, standing in Martin Rose. They couldn't unit 10 days, man, them a Woolworth.
Backhands on, got rid of that worker. It's me that's rowing this boat, no I can't just sit back and be an observer. Nigel boy, I was trying to rap, yeah, on the low like Punters doing no. Come when cash converter, said if you come with a cash out, said if you come with a cash I'll serve you. Free bro, like Snoop, gave him a bed and the case was. Can't tell me about my ones, can't tell me don't take it further. Pray that broski gets his appeal, could've tried turn him to a beef was fine, he bun that burger. But don't get twisted, even though that I rap, I'm still trying to trade in towns like New York Knicks did. Still gonna put some big bits and I still got no love for the piglets. And you know that I've come from talks of the way that I rock is a little bit different. And there's no point trying to blend in cause it looks like I play for the Detroit Pistons. But from a kid I've been chasing a bag, man, picked up a box in the alley like listen. I've been like Leon Edwards, done Eastman back when he so-called got him. Now the front of the whip need fixing cause he had a so I ticked them. Then it is what it is now, staying consistent. Back to the biz now, I was in a system. Now I'm on an M-way doing them trips now. And not on me thinking I'm lit now, but I've been lit from a kid, I'm just big now. Make her the gal, them still wanna look out, thinks I'm gone cause she saw me with gigs now. Up in the bits now, moving diligent, sat in that even know it was innocent. Bike some with ice, that summertime nights got everyone billing them. All of the bad ones in and out gym again. Maxi dress, see the back just jiggling. Don't know why he try act like say he's a stand-up guy when he's no more Gilligan. But you ain't patting like that, some actors ain't savage like that. What's happening, man, they're just capping on tracks in.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. We bring you a regular season game with extra importance. This is Game 3 of the NBA Cup, a vital group stage contest. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And now let's see how teams compare in the early going with a look at the power rankings. You take a look at Cleveland. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
I think for Nashville, they have been impressive in these first few weeks of play, making moves to advance themselves up the ranks. A lot of hard work and effort went into making this happen.
Look at Nashville's starting group. We've got Ball, Wembanyama out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's MP, and it's Wallace in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Wizards, we've got Kawhi Leonard, and it's Ellis in at the shooting guard position. And for both teams, it's Game 3 of the NBA Cup. But one of these teams is much more likely to advance than the other.
Yeah, but we've seen some crazy things in this tournament. Big momentum swing. So I don't put anything past anyone.
Now here's Peyton. Takes it inside, and he banks in the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Yao. Now Ellis. No one near him. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Ball passes to Tatum. And it's all from three-point range. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Ellis. It's rebounded by Nashville.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Brian Keith. He immediately brought up Jason Tatum, the incredible all-star forward, saying, quote, Tatum is an NBA champion for a reason. He leads his team. JT does it all at 6'8". Great passing it, defending, and obviously scoring too. We'll see how they plan to contain Jason tonight. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priorities straight. All right, Chomps, appreciate the report. Here's Peyton following the three-pointer by Nashville.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You look at Nashville, here to start. They're on solid ground, standing 6th in the conference. And, of course, the Wizards, well, record-wise, not even in the same conversation.
Right now for Nashville, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
Yep, that one goes. Leonard's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Boy, laser focus from Kawhi Leonard. He no sooner touches it than that ball is off to the rim.
Pass to Conley. Ball left side. Peyton with a steal. With the teardrop. Here's Nowitzki. Oh, great D that time from MP. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Nashville. They trail by 1, coming off a win against the Hornets.
And that night, they did a great job of executing their plays and creating mismatches.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Here's Yao. And that one comes up a bit short. To the wing, right side. And here's MP from outside. The rebound by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Peyton. Leonard for 3. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Yeah, Kawhi has shown how effective he can be from those corners.
Nashville has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the three-point line in this first quarter. Wembanyama. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now, that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Here you have the best teams when it comes to three-point shooting this season. The Wizards in 5th.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
And the first one at the line is good.
One of the most popular players in the world the moment he entered this league, Wembanyama continues to grow his fan base.
It's both from the stripe. Taking a look at the Wizards. And so far, they are 0-2 in the NBA Cup. Not the start they were hoping for.
At this point, I'm not sure they can get back in the hunt, even if they were to win tonight. But remember, this one does still matter in terms of regular season wins and loss total.
And then the situation for Nashville. After splitting the first 2 games of the NBA Cup, they come into this one seeking a much-needed win on the road.
Yeah, and it won't be easy, but I think they're up for the challenge. They know they have to bring their A game here tonight.
So it's Nashville with it, following the score by Washington.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Pass to Leonard from downtown, and the Wizards with another 3.
Kawhi Leonard's career three-point percentage might shock people, and I'm telling you, as a defender, I'm not conceding that one.
Now here's Thompson. An 11-point game for him in the win against Charlotte. Nice ball movement by Nashville. Gets the 3 ball to go.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Leonard. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Bulls in Chicago. There's the 3. Thompson, no good. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the drive. And Phillips gets it to go.
Well, primarily known as a scorer, Kawhi Leonard using his playmaking skills to set up his teammates there.
And for Nashville, they're shooting just 38% so far in this one. And that one's good. Ingram.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Here's Billups. So far, he's averaging 11 points a game. Just 3 on the clock.